What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's episode of The Warner House. We are here on this beautiful day to discuss all things last week and this coming week.
Okay, we're fired up.
Ready
to talk about it.
It's been, I don't know, do you think this week's gone by quick or slow since last Sunday?
It's gone by. Not the best last few days.
Yeah, I say
Just being honest.
It seems slow.
It seems too slow.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty slow. It feels like it feels like it's been an eternity already since the dreadful Sunday that we had last week. Let's just go ahead and be real. It was, not the best way to spend our day, but here we are. The show must go on.
The show must go on. The podcast must go on. Life goes on.
The season must go on.
Of course, the season gonna go on regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But this right here, this gotta go on.
I have a question. Just a question. It's like a fun fact. Has there ever been a team in the NFL who's like won 0 games? Like they were 0-17.
I think so.
There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine? Like you have to sit up every Sunday. You have to keep going. After it's like you're like 0-15. Like wouldn't that be nuts?
Yeah.
That just makes. Whenever you're. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
We lost the game on Sunday, guys, against the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we talked to you guys, we were heading into that game, coming off of who do we play before the Chiefs?
Seattle.
So yeah, Fred, do you want to touch on that at all?
Yeah, not much to touch on. We didn't take care of business, unfortunately, and now we get to move on into a new week against the big bad Cowboys rolling into town Sunday night. And that's where all my focus is entirely.
So we'll talk a little bit more about last Sunday and not in depth. We'll touch on that a little bit later in the episode. We're going to talk about, all the things we usually talk about. Baby, Warner Lifehouse.
Now we're talking.
What we've been doing outside of football.
Now we can get excited.
How Fred's feeling.
Wow.
As a player, husband, and father.
Wow.
But before we get into that, let's just kind of go through our week. Like I said, it seems like it's been really long. You've just been working. We had a beautiful off day on Tuesday.
Yeah, we sure did.
Let's talk about that a little.
Yeah, off day is always nice because of the quality time.
Mm-hmm.
You, me, our son, and we decided to go get some delicious bagels. Go out, get the bagels.
And there's this new bagel shop that opened in Los Gatos that I'm really into. So we went to get bagels there because I've been dying to get them.
I don't know why I thought when you said bagel spot, I'm thinking they're going to have some sort of like breakfast.
Right. So it's more so like...
It's not a breakfast spot. It's just a bagel spot.
You could have that for breakfast.
No, of course, but I'm thinking like, bagel sandwich.
They don't have an All-American, if that's what you're saying.
All-American. Little egg in there. Maybe a little bacon. Smashed in between.
They've got the traditional lox. They've got tuna salad, egg salad, seasonal spread, which is delicious.
No, the seasonal spread, yes, delicious.
Right. And then every bagel on, face of the planet
Plenty
option.
of bagel options.
And then what else? They had the drip coffee. They had.
Yep.
I made the mistake of getting an iced drip coffee. Not for me.
Not for you.
So I don't know what that really means because I'm not like a coffee connoisseur.
Mm-hmm.
But drip coffee is like a gasoline like version of coffee. It's not normal. Something's different. Something's different about it.
Well,
it's so potent and strong. I'm like gagging.
I think it's because it's like espresso, no?
I don't know
drip,
what it is.
Espresso?
What's the difference between a drip and a pour? I don't know, but it is literally so strong. I can't handle it. So, anyways, got one of those. It wasn't their fault. It wasn't good. I just don't like drip coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoyed my bagel. You ate my bagel too, half of it.
Listen, I enjoyed it. I just thought it was going to be something different. That's all I'm saying.
Next time we need to go to Main Street Bagels because that's more of up your alley.
More of my alley.
It's more of like a
breakfast
meat and potato kind of bagel, not like a New York style deli bagel spot. And that's kind of what we went to.
Got it.
So next on my list is to try the lox. Interestingly enough, I've never had a lox bagel, but I'm like, I wish. Like, there's two things. Like, I wish I could drink an espresso martini, but I can't because it makes me want to gag. I wish I could have a lox bagel. Like, I just want to be that girl, but I just, everything in me feels like I'm not going to like it, but I want to like it. Do you have anything like that you have? Like, like, I want to like this so much. Like, I want to be that person.
No. I think everything that I like,
I want to like espresso martinis because, like, they're just so, like, cool, girl. But give me an espresso martini and I'm going to gag. Or just like a regular martini, like I want to be like the olives with just the I want to be that girl, but I could never.
Well, let's just jump right into Sydney's corner then, since we're on. Since we're talking a little bit about your likes and dislikes and what you wish you liked a little bit more. Let's just jump into that a little bit. What's another one besides the little martini situation that
I wish I could be?
Sure.
That I just can't be?
Sure.
I wish I could be the person that gets up at like 4 a.m. and runs like a mile or 3. I wish I could be that person.
I'm sure everybody wishes that.
Like, if I had like a list, okay, what are 3 things that you, 3 things that you could just become all of a sudden? Don't have to think about it. Don't have to work on it. And I would be a long distance runner.
Long distance runner.
Yeah.
But that's one of those things that you kind of have to work towards.
I know, but I don't want to do that. I want to immediately just be good.
Some people can
just really just get up and just run 6 miles and like not have done it for months. They just have that in them.
Never heard of that.
I feel like your brother's like that.
Well, no, he has to work at it. Because if he doesn't, then there's no way.
But like their minimum is like, 3 is like nothing. Like his wife as well, Bailey. Like, 3 miles. Like that's my like 0.3. I can do 0.3 with being like, that was nothing. Man. Is there with 3 miles?
You can run a mile.
Of course I can run a mile.
Exactly.
I'm saying I want to run 4 nonstop at 4 a.m. in the morning.
I think you could do it. 4 a.m. pushing
4 miles
off no sleep. That'd be tough.
No stopping for 4.
Yeah, you could do it if you had a full night's rest.
Could you do it?
Absolutely not.
Really?
No.
Are you serious?
I'd struggle to get to a mile.
No, you wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tell them?
I'm a quick sprint, quick burst. Regroup, recover.
One of the first times
quick bursts
that Fred met my brother, they have this like thing. Every time we go home to Alabama, every year they do their annual run. And it's like in like August in Alabama, and my brother is like one of those people that can just he can't.
No, not August. It's like I don't know, May.
It's hot.
April or May.
It's hot and it's humid.
It's like spring. Springtime.
It's spring in Alabama, and it's the air is heavy and it's thick, and all of that to say, my brother, what is it? Just like your annual like.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, every time I go out there, I want to get me a little something in, and your brother's always like, "Hey, I want to run."
Yeah, he's a runner.
I think your brother's trying to like kind of check me a little bit, like
100%.
Kind of check me
Especially
out.
the first time you met him and you guys did it. That was definitely like a let me push you to your limit kind of thing.
It's more of just like a little check you out. Let me see where you're at in your off-season conditioning.
Okay.
And I got to show Big Bro what's up.
You do?
Got to show him what's up.
Okay.
Just kidding. Because of what I just said. I'm not long distance. But in that part of the off season, it's like it's good to build a little aerobic base or aerobic or anaerobic. I don't know which one the term is, but build a little base with a little long distance cardio. Mm-hmm. And never ever else in the year will I be running past a mile except for when I'm out there with him.
We used to run, and
I think with him it's probably about 3 or 4 miles.
It's about 3 or 4 miles is like his base. Like what I'm saying, I could never do that as my base.
The calves are always
because you guys go uphill a lot.
I don't know what it is, but them calves be burning after. Burning.
And then we always do like a family breakfast after that. Oh man, I can't wait.
We didn't do it this past offseason.
I know. I cannot wait to do that next year. It's like my favorite part.
I'll have to start prepping these kneecaps. The calves and the knees.
Oh, anyways, that was okay, a little rant, but let's go ahead and dive into the meat and potatoes of the episode and just get, the little mini recap of Kansas City.
Oh, no, we not.
Out of the way.
Hey, that's over with.
Okay.
That's over with, honey.
Well, I did want to talk about a few players of that game.
Okay. I love it.
I know Ricky, I don't want to butcher his last name. Is it Pearsall or Pearsall?
Pearsall.
Pearsall. It was his first game
It was.
back.
Mm-hmm.
And do you ever see him a lot around? Like, did you catch his energy or
Oh, yeah,
before
no.
the
I
game?
mean, it was obviously, we were getting asked in the media beforehand about him playing and everything. And it was, I mean, it's a miracle that he's even playing.
Yeah.
Living,
Thought it was
all
really
this
cool.
stuff,
The fans got really loud for him. That was awesome.
so cool.
So that was a really nice.
That was a great
positive.
moment.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
Trying to think of some more positives before we break this down.
How was your experience?
I was excited. We had a big good group with us that game. We came in heavy. Everybody was having good. Everyone was happy. We had a good time until we didn't.
Sure.
So
That makes, yeah.
how was your vibe
going
into the game? I saw you. I always record your huddle.
The huddle or the run out?
Well, both. I saw you both. But I'm saying the huddle, like when I'm still on the field waiting for you, and
I gotta see that. You say record it?
Uh-huh.
I've never seen that.
Like on the field?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I always watch you and record that. And you seemed fired up.
Oh, absolutely.
I saw you dancing.
Dancing?
You were dancing out there playing a song, and you were really into it. It made me laugh.
Yeah, I like to two-step every now and again. But yeah, that's how I always am before the game starts.
Okay, well, I can tell Fred doesn't want to talk about this anymore, so I'm trying to give you guys what you want, just like a little bit of something, but he's refusing.
Yeah. No,
conversation.
I mean, I'm completely over this game. Completely over it. But I did like the Ricky Pearsall shout out was fantastic. Yes. Mm-hmm. There's not a whole lot of positives to take from the game, honey. I mean, when you lose, and I'm a sore loser.
Okay.
I'm a sore loser. It is what it is.
Well, what do you want to talk about? I'm gonna let you go ahead and leave.
I want to talk about Sydney's Corner some more, if you don't mind. My favorite part of the episode. Mm-hmm. So, babe, what's one brand partnership you're working on now that you're excited about?
This week with work, I'm really busy. I don't know if I can actually disclose that right now because I think contracts are still being signed and stuff, but just know there are a lot of things coming up for November.
A lot of exciting
I
moves.
had to actually cut off my work calendar for this month because I didn't want to overbook myself, which is a blessing. Thank you, Jesus. So, booked and busy. Lots coming up this November and December. It's always really busy when the holidays start. Holiday season is always super busy.
Absolutely.
And it's like my favorite time of posting. So, yeah.
Wonderful. With obviously your get ready with me are top notch, best in the game, bar none. What makes a great get ready with me video?
What makes a great time? If I have enough time
to dedicate to it, make sure it's quality work.
Exactly.
Not when you're rushed, having to just, oh my gosh,
it's literally the worst thing. I can't
check
even
a box, and
it gives me anxiety even thinking about it. When I have time and I actually have time to do it and get to do how I want,
lay
and it's
everything
not rushed
out.
And yes, exactly. That's what makes the best, and I'm excited, and that's my favorite part of doing them.
Okay, great. What's one thing about me now that you would have never guessed when we first met?
What do you mean by that?
I guess something that you've learned about me over the years that you maybe would have thought, oh, you know what? That's different from what I initially would have thought him to be. After all these years. Did you have a stigma about football players maybe?
Well, yeah, but if I thought that you were that, we would never even be sitting here. So, why would I do that to myself?
Yeah. So nothing's really coming to mind.
I guess one thing that I notice about you and we both appreciate our alone time. I like how we're both able to do that and have that time, I guess, and it not be weird.
Our alone time, together?
No, you like to get your stuff done alone. Sometimes I like to get my stuff done alone sometimes.
Well, I feel like every moment that we can have together, because it's especially in season when it's so busy and we're not around each other a whole lot.
Yeah. I think actually, no, I haven't. Actually, I just thought about it.
Okay.
It's how cleanly you are. You never know what a guy is going to be. And especially I don't know, football, you just have that connotation that they're going to be dirty and messy and gross. Not that way. But that's all credit to Laura Warner.
Laura.
Yeah.
You got it. What are your favorite go-to game day accessories? What's like the essentials for
A good
game
bag.
day?
And
I thought it had to be like a see-through bag.
No. I mean, that's for
At the games?
like that's not for me. That's not for like
You be sneaking your own little bags in there?
There's no sneak. No. There's
No
different
sneaks.
rules for
different people. Boy,
Oh
boy, you just outed
gosh.
yourself. Now they really gonna be eyeing you.
No.
Sydney, where's Sydney?
There's a size limit. What kind
of bags you
It
walking
doesn't
in
have
here
to
with?
be clear, but there is a size limit. I will say that.
Okay. What are you most excited about for the upcoming bye week?
Oh my gosh. Literally, like 2 hours of my day today was dedicated just to planning bye week. You're so blessed, by the way. Like, you're so blessed to have a wife that like goes above and beyond planning everything.
Honey, I know, I knew that already.
I wish one day like you would just plan something from like A to Z. I wish that could just be like, I'm gonna throw my bags in the car and just you're gonna take care of all the extracurriculars, meals, date nights, transportation, everything. It's a job.
When I can squeeze a couple hours between my work schedule.
I'm not asking now. I'm just saying
between
one
my
day.
work schedule, then I'll take care of that, honey.
Yeah, just one day. Anyways,
One
yes,
day.
I planned our bye week and it's gonna be glorious. We are gonna go and have a great time.
Wonderful.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be nice. We're going somewhere we've never been before, which is exciting.
We'll tell them after.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it a mystery.
Yeah.
I like that. Day night recap. We went to our favorite spot in all of the Bay Area, Hero Ranch Kitchen in, where's that, Saratoga. If you haven't been, you need to go. You're missing out on life. All right.
They treat us amazing. They're like family.
They always treat us well, man. Yeah, they're like family over there. Shout out Angelo, man.
Also shout out Angelo's son. We wish you a speedy recovery.
Angelo's son,
sweet
Christian,
angel
man.
boy.
Of course, Christian.
Oh, Christian.
Hey, we know you banged your arm up a little bit, but you're gonna be back better than ever, buddy.
Yeah.
Shout out Christian. But yeah, fantastic meal, fantastic food. It's always a 15 out of 10.
It was awesome. I got my favorite bottle of wine. I usually always, Fred doesn't drink, so when I order a glass of wine at dinner, I always want a glass. Not always, but typically a glass of red. And I love I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, I think it is Bella Gloss, and it's a Pinot Noir, and I just like love that wine. And people usually don't sell that by the glass. You always have to buy a bottle, and I'm always like, well, I don't want us to buy a bottle. Like, I'm never going to drink a whole bottle of wine by myself.
Of course not.
So anyways, I ordered a glass, and they brought us out a bottle.
It was very nice of them.
They're just the best.
They're just the best. Didn't have to do that at all, but
No,
of course
didn't.
they just always go
And it was
above and beyond.
That's my favorite wine.
So nice.
Favorite.
Must watch lists, shows. What would you put on there right now of must watch shows? I already know what your number one probably gonna be, but
you just asked me that a random question. Just must watch shows.
That's just something that popped up on my mind.
Right now, mine's Tell Me Lies. I'm really into that. I'm in season 2, like episode 3 or 4. So Fred doesn't like that one.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Not a fan. But that's okay. It's your show.
Yeah.
We were watching Ninja versus Ninja. Oh my God. Holy smokes. And
guys, last night I was like, I'm in my bed. I've got my mask on my face.
Be for real.
I'm in the bed. I've got my mask on, freshly showered and ready to just like really get into my show, my Tell Me Lies. Fred's downstairs doing something. He finally comes upstairs and he's got the remote and immediately changes it. And I'm like, oh, great. Because he refuses to watch Tell Me Lies. So then we're like, oh, what are we going to watch? What are we going to watch? What are we going to watch? It has to be something that we both like. And he turns on Ninja Times Ninja.
And you was loving it.
No, I wasn't. I just loved it because you were watching it.
No,
and you were having such a good time.
Real.
You were
American
having
Ninja Warrior. You was eating it up.
It wasn't American Ninja Warrior.
That's what it was. But they named it something different because it's like all the past contestants go and compete against each other now.
I liked watching them wipe out. That was cool. Because they're going a mile a minute. They just wipe out.
Oh, man. What'd you ask me? You were like, do you think that you could go out there and do that?
Yeah, but I was like, absolutely not. And I was like, what? You don't think they're calling these people athletes? Like, they're like, these are athletes. And I'm like, I don't know. That's kind of stretching it. Listen, calling them athletes.
They're great athletes.
Athlete?
Absolutely. Because what else would you call them? Acrobats?
Acrobats, speed runners. I don't even know. Just extreme activity people.
Athletes. You have to be athletic to perform.
Well, yeah, you do.
Things.
They are all athletic, but I just think that was. I think the athlete is a very strong word. You should not use it just willy nilly.
I think everybody is an athlete.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like you have to earn that.
Well, you have to earn like professional.
You just don't give that up.
Professional.
Oh.
I think that's probably what you were referring to. You didn't want to.
Okay.
You don't want to give them the term professional athlete.
Oh, okay. Maybe
that's what it was.
Got it.
It's a little harsh to say they're just not athletes.
Okay. Sorry.
It's all right. The American Ninja Warrior.
I just respect professional athletes so much that I'm like, okay, we need a little bit more.
Good save, honey. So, apologize to the American Ninja Warriors.
I'm sorry, American Ninja Warriors.
Thank you. They're great athletes. And you were eating that up, boy. That was good. That was a good little show. Probably watch more of that tonight.
Yeah.
How about our son, our beautiful baby boy?
We had the best day today.
Tell us about it.
We just had the best day. He was just happy the whole day. No, he was just happy all day. We had a good lunch, good breakfast, good dinner. The only thing was that little hiccup at bedtime, but we're not even going to speak on that. My sweet baby. It's the first time he's ever drew blood.
Okay. All right.
He's fine, everyone. I'm being dramatic, but he's fine.
Drew blood.
He's fine.
No, that's my tough young man. He's doing just fine.
Yeah, he's doing this new thing lately where he's had his voice for a while now, but he's just instead of like one syllable like da like something, he's like just doing multiple syllables, which is like da 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 da, and like doing that now, which has like been the best this week.
The little babbles.
When he gets to going on that, I'm just like, well, yeah, let's keep going. What are you saying? Tell me more. I think because we talk so much in the house, like he's like, right?
Hey, whatever it is, we need to keep doing it.
I know.
Because he's getting there. He's going to start saying that dada.
I know.
For real.
I know. Okay, so are you willing to talk about the Cowboys game, or is that just too much?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Stunning. Let's see if Fred will give us anything.
Let's talk.
So 49 versus Cowboys is a long-standing NFL rivalry. What does it look like, or what does it feel like playing in a game with such history?
It feels amazing. I've always loved playing in this game. Obviously, with the history of the Cowboys for me, and that being my childhood team. And as of late, those games have usually gone in our favor, but that has nothing to do about this upcoming game. We have to go out there, we have to play hard, we have to execute, operate at a high level to go out there and win a big game on Sunday night that we need.
Are they coming off a win or a loss?
A loss against the Lions.
So we're kind of even, huh?
We're kind of even.
What's their record?
3-3.
Okay, so we're not much worse.
We're a game back.
Okay, what do you think the atmosphere is going to be like? Like, I'm wondering, I'm not going to lie. I'm just being real with you. The faithful...
Don't be a pessimist.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just saying the faithful, they feel it. We all feel it.
Okay.
We can't ignore what's going on.
No pessimism. I mean, the atmosphere is going to be electric, as it always is, because it's Dallas versus Niners. And people always show up.
Such a big game.
Always such a big game.
Yeah. All right. I'm excited. I just, I want everybody else to be excited.
Okay. All right.
So I do want to talk about how my predictions of last week about how I predicted that Mahomes was going to get sacked twice, and he was sacked twice. So is that not a good thing?
That is a great thing.
Okay.
We need some more predictions.
Yeah. So I feel like this week I'm not going to go too crazy because you know how I am. I think last week I got a little too crazy.
Got it.
And then when you do that, sometimes things don't work out.
Hey,
so
that's fine.
I'm going to keep it more. I'm going to keep it a little bit more at bay, a little tamed this week.
I don't like the tame.
Okay, well, I'm going to do my predictions, and then you can do your own.
No. Your predictions, I like it when you shoot for the stars.
Okay, well, I'm going to do what I want. So this week, I think Fred is going to get 12 tackles minimum. And then, so a TFL is that when you punch it out, or is that something different?
Something different.
So what is how is the TFL different from when you punch it out?
TFL stands for tackle for loss.
Right.
If you tackle the offensive player behind the line of scrimmage, it's tackle for loss. That make sense?
Mm-mm.
The line of scrimmage? The line of scrimmage where the ball starts.
Yeah.
If you tackle them on their side of the line of scrimmage, on their side of the ball, it could be a running play, it could be a passing play.
Okay.
Tackle up behind on their side.
Okay.
TFL.
And what does that mean, TFL? Like what how does that benefit us? And it like
it just helps with, I guess, field position for the next play.
Okay.
Pushing them back.
Okay.
They're going in the wrong direction.
Learn something new every single day.
Every single day.
Okay. Well, those don't seem that
So
exciting
TFL and
to
force fumble have nothing to do with each other.
Okay.
But I mean, they're both obviously good plays, but one's better than the other.
Yeah. Okay, so then we'll do the forced fumble.
Wonderful.
Let's do one of those.
One of those.
And then one more thing, I'm thinking an interception. I'm doing mine, and I'm going to say an interception.
Guys, she changed on us. She changed
12 tackles. No, I'm not.
She.
And then whatever else I said. So we'll see.
So 12 tackles, a forced fumble, and an interception. That still sounds like a heck of a game.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Okay. Wow. Let me make sure I get a
also,
good night's
you'll
rest.
have to congratulate Dak on his engagement when you see him.
I plead the fifth.
I follow his wife on socials. I'm sorry, fiance on socials, and I think she is so cute. They have a little baby that's close in age, I think, to Beau. She's younger than Beau, but such a cute little family. Really happy for them. Mazel to the Prescotts, soon to be. Love that for them.
What else did you want to talk about for the game, honey?
Nothing. I just I hope you have good energy. I hope next week you're willing to talk about it and things go well.
Well, yeah, usually when you lose a game, it's not something you feel like talking about. You just want to move on and
I get it.
On to the next.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, we're gonna head into fan questions. So first question, at Joshua Jose 15 for Fred. Did it come naturally for you to be a vocal leader, or was it something you had to adapt to?
Wow. Great question. I think it was something I had to adapt to, honestly. It was always kind of in me, but, I think vocal leadership comes with confidence, and you don't build confidence unless you make plays on the field. So I think it took time to develop.
I was actually talking about you today in Bible study, and that kind of it's funny that was the question, because we were reading something, and then they were like, and then one of the questions was like, how to not put not all of your eggs, but like how to not make yourself just one thing, how do you spread yourself to more than one thing, because we were talking about Peter and how he was
not being one-dimensional.
His story, yeah, kind of like not being one-dimensional, and how to see things differently and then become something different than you were, like completely than you were. Like, how is that possible? Or how do you do that as like in sports? How do you make your sport not your identity? It was basically kind of it, because we're talking about Peter.
I see.
And I said, well, it made me think of you a little bit, because you're not just Fred Warner, the linebacker. You are my husband. You are Beau's father. And that's not just on, your off day or when you get 30 minutes. That's like every single day. You are, not just one thing. And you could be, but then they were talking about how, that's not always the healthiest thing to do, and you never just in life, you never just have to be one thing. It's never, or you're always gonna lack in different areas. So yeah, I thought that was like and how much of a leader you are. Like, you're so much of a leader, but you're a leader in different areas.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome. Just that made me think about that.
Well, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. I think your question's the next one.
Yeah, let's do a question by at Julia Melody 1. what holiday family traditions are you looking forward to now that you're a table for 3?
Oh my gosh, it's funny that that was the question because I was talking to my family all day on the phone today about our traditions coming up because it's the baby's first Christmas, first Thanksgiving, first Halloween, first everything. So there's so many things that are going to be different because, yeah, I mean, holidays are fun, but now they are like the holidays are a whole different thing, a whole different meaning whenever you have kids. So, I mean, I was always a festive gal, as you know. Like I always do everything big. You know that. Just me and you.
Boy,
But now it has gone up.
Gone up a level?
And I am just about to like it's
There's
just
another level?
oh
higher?
yeah. Oh yeah. So, I mean, for one, I am pretty sure that we're hosting Thanksgiving for like my side of the family because Fred's side of the family is going to be out of, doing their own thing. So, I talked to you about in my family in the South, we always fry a turkey for Thanksgiving. And Fred has one, never had a fried turkey, and two, doesn't know how to do it yet. So the person who always fried the turkey in my family was my big brother. So my brother is going to kind of pass the torch on to Fred this Thanksgiving, and he's going to teach him.
I'll probably have to watch from the sideline.
Oh no! You're gonna get in there.
Uh-oh.
You have to learn, honey. Because
Okay, I'll learn, but I can't afford to burn up these precious
you're
hands.
not gonna burn your hands. It's
All right.
not. I've literally lowered the turkey in before, and I'm not hurt. Like you're fine, Mister.
We'll be careful.
So I want you to be able to pass that torch to Beau.
And it will.
So that's our first tradition. And then Christmas, I have a bunch of ideas. Of course, like we're going to go to church. And I don't know how we're going to do Christmas Eve, though, because of bedtime and such. But we'll see.
Okay.
Lots of good things coming up. The holidays are the best. Next question. Brenda Verrar 97 asked, if you could trade places with any player on any team for a day, who would it be and why?
I'm not going on any other team, I'll tell you that one. So I guess maybe if I was to trade places on our team, man, just to be Brock Purdy for a day would be pretty cool. Pretty neat. Because he's just the man. And being quarterback has its positives and challenges.
Next question. Cassandra Lopez 16 asks, how do you divide up running the household and caring for Beau with you both working? And me and my hubby are now first-time parents with our 4-month-old baby girl, getting ready to go back to work soon.
I mean, we try our best. To
yeah. So I've
as a
always been really big on working as a team. Fred knows that it's really important to put in that work. We both know that it's important. It's not just one person doing all of the work. That's not a partnership at the end of the day. So I always encourage young girls maybe some people thrive the waiting on hand and foot thing, but that's just like not how we live our lives. I know some people do that, but I think for it to be a happy, like healthy, mix between the two, it's just, we talk about things a lot, like Fred knows the things that I'm just automatically going to do out of muscle memory. And then I do. Sometimes Fred will just do it out of, he knows what to do, but then sometimes I'll have to mention like, hey, could you, X, Y, and Z. And then he picks up, okay, like this is the things that help Sydney out a lot. So I'll just do those things so she doesn't have to like say it all the time.
But yeah, I just try to obviously be as hands-on as I can when I am here.
Yeah. I think it's just seeing your partner and when they need help. You can tell like, okay, I'm drowning here, I need you. Or when you're drowning there, I need you. And we always split like bedtime, bath time, dinner time. So like, let's say I'm feeding the baby and doing dinner time. Fred will know like that's his go or his cue to like go ahead and like do bath time, set up bath time. And then we always switch out on who's going to give him the bottle and put him to bed. And sometimes Fred wants to do that every night just because he doesn't see him a lot throughout the day. And then that gives me like, time to come back downstairs and clean up and and Fred knows how to shut down the downstairs. And it's really a system here in the Warner house, but I'd say it's probably best to have a system within your marriage, and especially if you have a baby, a little girl. It's different and it's hard to balance everything. But I think if you sometimes make that list, like I'm a big on lists, make a list or just verbally tell your partner what you need from them. And, just make it an everyday thing. Not like, oh, once in a while we'll do it this way. Like every single day we have a system and your house runs the way it needs to, and nobody gets, frustrated or overwhelmed because everybody has a job.
Wow. Couldn't have been said better. Yeah. Very nice, honey.
We run a tight ship here.
Yeah, you do.
We have so much going on. We don't have a choice to. Mm-hmm. If we let one thing go a day, like one day, everything is just, you have to stay on top of stuff. So that's just my tip to any people out there struggling in the household.
You do it well.
Thank you.
You do it well, baby.
Well, I think that's it, guys. A little bit of a shorter episode today. We're running on not so much sleep, and we've got a big weekend coming up, so we are excited. We are optimistic.
There we go.
We are, thankful to be as healthy as we are, and we're going to try to just make the best of the rest of this season.
Just this week.
And this week.
That's all we're worried about.
Everything within everything.
We're worried about one game at a time.
Okay. Okay, guys. Well, thanks so much for joining the Warner House. We will be back next week. Make sure to drop your questions below in the YouTube comments, and we'll make sure to get to all those questions. Will we talk to them before Halloween? I think we will. I think it'll be the week. No?
We will not.
We didn't even get to talk about Halloween. Okay, we'll talk about it next week after it's all done.
Exactly. We'll be able to tell them about our Halloween.
Yeah, we'll post pictures and all the things. But happy Halloween, guys, and we'll see you on Sunday at the game. Bye, guys.